Alright, this is 1602 Wendy Way, listed by Capel and Co. Real Estate. Let's take a look. Big front yard. Very deep. You can hear the highway from here for sure. Okay, this door. Come on, baby. Okay, see what goes in. But before we go inside, let's take a look around the front. So as I mentioned, pretty deep yard, St. Augustine grass, large tree. I don't know what kind of tree this is, but it has some pretty gnarly looking roots or trunks. I think it might be some type of oak tree because that looks like oak pollen. Gutters look pretty beat up. I don't know if you can tell. This needs a new coat of paint, some TLC. There's a dead pigeon or something right there. Oh no, that's a piece of tree bark. Yeah, exterior is kind of needs a new coat of paint at the minimum. You got some separation of the freeze boards right here, and some gnarly little cracks on the foundation. Someone decided to paint and then decided to stop painting. It's cool. The gate is prison style. Okay, not a lot of cracks on the driveway. A good sign. It's a two-car driveway as well, unlike the last one. Let's go inside. This right here, I have some concerns that when this thing dumps water out, it has nowhere to go because it's completely flattened this area. So really that should have been trenched and extended so that it drains out there so that water doesn't pool at the corner of the house. Preventative things that you can do to minimize foundation problems. Oh, neat house. Okay. Let's go this way first. Immediately to the left of the front door, you have a washer and dryer area with no lights. Oh, maybe it's this one. Nope. Maybe it is. What a weird place to put a light. That's not even it. Okay. Anyway, washer dryer here. I hope you can see it. A little hanging rack. Kind of a waste of space if you ask me. This is way too much room for a utility room. These lights don't work either. Okay, well this is a garage. It's a two-car garage, but I can't really show you much because the lights don't work. Okay, back to the main house. To the left, sunken living room. Brick fireplace with a gas starter. They have some separation going on right here. And I definitely feel that the house sinks towards me because it's definitely lower right here than it is at the beginning of those steps. Recessed LEDs. You have crown molding that goes up 90% up the wall. I don't really understand that choice. It's interesting. Cool. What is this? Lizard? Okay, this I guess was their dining area, and they're using it as a play area. Oh, this is the first house we've seen with original windows. Look at this. Old aluminum windows. These things are super inefficient. And yeah, it's just so leaky and so drafty. They don't insulate sound at all, so you can hear the road. I don't know if you can listen. So, just another. Those are more common to see. It's been surprising that. Oh, look, here we go. So these are the newer windows. Usually they're made out of vinyl or acrylic. They have that bluish tint to them, as you can see. So they replaced the windows in the kitchen here, but they didn't do so elsewhere. And there's a bunch of recessed lighting, a little bit too much for the space. I do like the windows here though. Kind of gives you like a panoramic view whenever you're cooking something. But speaking of cooking something, there's not a lot of cabinet space. 36-inch drawers. There's no drawer right here because it's on this side, which is, I mean, I guess you gotta maximize all the storage space you can get, right? Pantry that scrapes the ceiling. Okay. This is a pretty small fridge opening. Feels almost like an apartment fridge opening. I don't think this is a 36-inch fridge. This might be a 30-inch fridge. Great. There's water damage down here. I can feel it. These planks are kind of crispy. I don't know if you can hear it. And this sink is really beat up. It's just a well-used renovation. The granite that they used doesn't match, so the transition, the grain goes laterally here and laterally here, and it's when it transitions. Usually you do like a V, and you miter them together, and you would do the same here, so that at least the grains would transition into each other. Poor craftsmanship. Not the right way to do it. Just FYI. I don't know what you do with this room. This is a very, is it like a living room? Oh, like, they're using it as a dining room because they're using the dining room as something else. And the living room is super small now that I think about it. Yeah, I don't know. Very strange layout. Deeper than I expected for the coat closet. You have a Trane thermostat, which means that you probably have a Trane AC system, which is good. Let's see. Oh my god, this thing's huge. Look at this monstrosity. Massive. Okay, yeah, this is, dare I say, overkill for the size of this house. But look at this thing. How did they even fit it in this closet? They had to take the door jambs off. Clearly a new system. Like, it's so big that you have to take off the air filters. You're gonna hit this and you're gonna hit this in order to take this off. So I'm not gonna mess with it. I would hope that they are changing the air filter regularly if they spent that much money to replace their AC system with a massive Trane unit. Trane is one of the top tier units you can get, FYI. So it's Trane, Carrier, and Lennox. Lennox is like a mid-tier unit. And then on the lower end, you have Goodman, you have Comfort Maker, you have like the no-name brands. Ream is a low-end one. Okay, queen size can fit in here pretty easily. Original windows. Those are the aluminum ones I was talking about. You have a little recess here that they repurposed for additional storage, in addition to an accordion door closet. Yeah. Plush carpeting. I didn't expect that. Okay, bathrooms redone. It's cozy. Ooh, they just recently caulked all of this. It's brand new. Look at this. Can't see a single speck of dirt on it. Cool, cool. We got light switches for, okay, well, no, here we go. And then this is the master, which is actually quite big. Yeah, he keeps going. Yeah, this is humongous for the size of house. Let's take another angle over here. I hope this conveys the size of this room. It's huge. Ceilings are low though. These are only 8-foot ceilings. I feel like I can touch them almost. Deep linen closet, perhaps. They're using it as boot storage. You have a cool bench here, which has one of these. Pretty cool, huh? And another accordion door closet. Man, these are really stuck. Okay, well, there's clothes in there. I'm not gonna try to open this. Barn door, my favorite. Barn door, bathroom doors. With an unupdated vanity, single sink. A walk-in closet. Modest size. Yeah, they didn't update this bathroom at all, which is so weird. Why would you update the hall bath before you update the master bath? Usually people do it the other way around, right? You want the one that you're actually going to use to be nice. But they decided that, I guess whoever decided to renovate thought that was a priority. Which is fine. I'm glad they did something. That's pretty much for the main house. Let's take another angle. Another looky-loo. Backyard, you're facing a main street here. This is Campbell, I believe. It's pretty busy, you can hear it. It's loud. I'll show it to you. Oh yeah, look at, oh, don't drop this thing. Okay. So that kind of overpowers a lot of the tranquility that you'll have from this backyard oasis. But it has a cool covered patio section with a little table. So you can, I guess theoretically you could slide open this window and just serve food out of it, right? Like right here. Like a Wendy's drive-through situation. This pergola here is kind of dirty. This thing's been up for a while. You can see there's moss growing on it. But it's still straight. It stands up and down. No, it's kind of, ooh, it's really wobbly. Okay. I don't know about that. Big old tree. I wish I knew more about trees where I can tell you what species they are. But to me, it's just a fucking tree. Thing massive. This is a Payne AC system, so it does not match the really nice train system on the inside. They spent a bunch of money to replace the inside with a humongous system, and the outside is just a cheaper, no-name brand Econo unit. Ah, man, what a letdown. I was hooting, hollering, and raving about it, too. Electric panel has been refurbed to the outside. That's good. We talked about that before. Nice to see that it's done. Usually when you see a panel and it's this size, like a really long skinny hot dog panel, typically those are the modern panels, and typically that means that it is 200 amp service. Whenever you have the small little square compact panels, those are the 125 or 150 amp service panels, and those are the ones that you should replace if you're ever, want to do anything more than run basic appliances. Okay, so overall this one gets us 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. It's not my first choice. But I hate to give it such a low score because someone does live here and you can tell, you know, they took somewhat pride in ownership. So for that, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Would I buy it? Probably not. Unless, you know, for the right price, I'd buy anything. But for this one, it would have to be much righter of a price for me to do something about it. Okay, I'm locking up. I'm headed out. Uploading this soon. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me for more.